Welcome back to the Skyrim Job, episode 22. I'm Enigmas, and we're up on a mountain in the snow. Someone's cooking dinner, and they've already told us that we can't have any. Means we won't be sticking around. Now, last episode, we pretty much wrapped up the Dark Brotherhood series. We became the sort of de facto quasi-leader of the Dark Brotherhood. All that was left to do was go collect our reward for killing the Emperor, and then head on back to the new Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary just outside of Dawnstar and see what was going on. So we went and got our reward, which was 20,000 gold. It was not bad. And then we went back to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. Now, here's the thing. The Emperor's elite guard killed off about 2/3 of the existing Dark Brotherhood. So we're in a rebuilding phase. Rebuilding. And all of a sudden we've got all this extra gold lying around. You'd think it would go to recruiting expenses, like paying people's way as they go out to recruit new assassins, or weapons, or training facilities, food, maybe supplies, poisons. Instead, they wanted to spend it all on interior decorating for the new clubhouse. So that's what I did, and I told them to go fuck themselves. And now we're getting ready to make our way to the Fort Dawnguard. What is it? It's this guy here, Fort Dawnguard. We were summoned. There were some vampires in Whiterun that were making a mess, and we got a message from a courier saying Fort Dawnguard, and all these guards are talking about Fort Dawnguard. They're starting up the Dawnguard. So I figured we might as well go check it out. I know that it's going to be vampires versus werewolves. I just don't know exactly how it's going to play out. And apparently, we're right next door. We don't have to go all the way to Fort Dawnguard. We're right next door to where we need to be. So we just have to go a little ways south. Now, I think, Anger Horse is here with us. He's always here. I think he doesn't actually want to help me. He just wants to be looming over me whenever I arrive in a new area via fast travel, just to freak the shit out of me. But we're going to leave him behind because we're also going to be hunting goats as we go to this meeting with the leader of the Dawnguard, because we need goat horns for the lighting in our manor. Don't ask. It's just a thing. I didn't make it that way. So we appear to be way up on a mountain, looking down. This is usually a good place to be. We can sort of keep an eye out for troublemakers, bears, and especially spiders. Goddamn spiders. How? Like 30 seconds ago it was snowing, and now it's all sunny, happy day in the mountains. I guess I shouldn't complain. It's one of those things where you complain about it, and then the next thing you know, it's a whiteout, and you can't even see the tip of your nose for all of the snow. Just carefully making my way down here. I don't know if I can trust that marker telling me to go up that way, to be completely honest. I don't see any bad guys that would indicate a need for extreme caution. There's a cave right there. Who knew? Who knew? But still no bad guys. So I think we will make our way into this cave. The Dayspring Canyon. Well, it's prompting us to enter. That was a hell of a cave. The cave that was no cave. That was excellent. I see snowberries, even though it's sunny. Oh, we're heading back into the snow? Are we already? See, snowberries. Harvest. I don't want snowberries. I don't really... I've got lots of inventory space, and I kind of like to keep it that way, because then you come across something that might happen to be heavy, but also happens to be one of those rare items that you really want. And I hate having to micromanage inventory in the field to make room for stuff that I actually want to pick up. So I've learned over time, as much as it's fun to just grab everything, sometimes it's best to just leave it alone. Look at this. We've got the whole glacier thing going on here. We got the waterfall. Uh-oh. This is either He's running. Maybe he's just out for a jog in the glacier. I haven't seen any houses where he might live. I'm not sure if I want to be following him or if I want to just put an arrow in his back and call it a day. I really, ideally, I would like to just be able to get up close enough to him that I could find out if he's a bandit or someone that I should, someone that I should leave alone. I'm leaning towards someone that I should leave alone, which is why he doesn't have an arrow in his back right now, but that's pretty impressive looking, I have to say. Maybe we were supposed to go here all along. Aha. But it was just leading us there step by step. Say, hey dude, you can go through this sort of cavern thing. And that's how the people who didn't buy the DLC are locked out of being able to visit here. Look at this guy. He's just trotting along. I don't think he knows where he's going. I think he's just as lost as I am. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the compass, directing me to certain places. This is kind of a neat looking place. It's different architecture from what we've seen in Skyrim up to this point, in part because it hasn't been beat to shit, but also just the design is slightly different. Now, pretty sure he's a would-be friendly, so spiking him with an arrow probably not going to endear me to anyone, especially seeing he's seen me. He hasn't raised any alarms. Once again, just because we could run around killing everything in sight doesn't mean we should. We've got a guy with a crossbow here. Hey there, crossbow guy. Durak, you're an orc.
You there. The Dawnguard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
So are you like an orc and a werewolf? Because I think that would be hilarious. Like, which is uglier when you transform? You just basically, your face doesn't change shape, it just sprouts hair? Okay, never mind. Well, I've seen a vampire menace. I'm not going to make a fool of myself saying I haven't. What's the Dawnguard?
We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them.
That was not really all that insightful. Yeah, sure.
Isran's going to like you. He's up the hill in the fort. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
Alright, you keep shooting your crossbow there. I'm going to crawl my way up here a little bit faster than I have been, because obviously I don't need to sneak around here. They're well fortified. Are you the running guy?
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I want to know how you get through doors with that thing sticking up so high off your back, but beyond that, I want to kill some vampires.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
Yeah, we're just gonna dive right
I
in.
need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape.
I could do
Someone
that.
was telling me about some cave the vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close.
Have you
Feel free to poke around.
have you
the fort
seen
and
what
take
I'm
you need.
carrying?
There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
Well, that's good to know,
I'll
but
meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
you sound like you need a nap.
Good idea. You vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendar preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Don't look at me.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
You do know what crates are, don't you, farm boy?
Take a deep breath and let it out as you fire. That's it.
Eats the hell out of an axe. But I'll stick with my bow that's made out of dragon bits
You'll
that
get
I
the hang
killed myself. Are you done? Are we good? Am I gonna come back and you're still gonna be shooting at those crates? Alright.
Yes?
That's okay.
Until
You tell
next
your
time.
story some other time. You keep shooting. I'm gonna go kill some damn vampires.
getting used to.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, really?
Over here.
You've angered Anger Horse.
Nothing.
And me, I'm not too happy with you either. And you,
Die today, huh?
that's what you get. See, I didn't have a problem with you, but I'll take your Daedric arrows. I'll take your Daedric arrows. Bye. Where did your head go? Do you know? I don't think he knows. No, yeah, step back. Step back, Anger Horse. Look at this crazy bandits. You'd think for bandits that they would be doing a little bit better for themselves, but no. Always camping out on cold rocks. broke, no food, nothing interesting at all going on. Alright, Anger Horse, you keep guard over the bandit camp. And we're gonna head over the hill here to this cave where there should be some delicious vampires for us to kill. Because we haven't had a just go kill everything mission for quite some time. Looking for a cave on a mountain. There we go. Just like that. Hello? Anybody home? Hooray! Alright, so we got,
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and Pressoff were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
not disloyalty.
Keep on watch.
I see this dog. And, ooh. I think the whole idea is that you're so fixated on them that you don't even really notice that there's a dog over here, and this guy shouldn't be resurrecting the undead thralls. Hey, quit running. Yeah, all that running didn't do a whole lot for you, did it? Vampire dust. And I expect we'll be getting a certain amount of vampire dust. Golden vampire dust. Vampire armor, vampire boots. And, oh, Master Vampire. Master of what? Deathhound was the guy that I shot. Deathhound collar? Ew. Dog meat? Do I take it? Do I leave it? Do I... Yeah. It's... If it was like regular dog, I would take it to like the Chinese vendor. Did I really just say that? I think I did. But it's Deathhound meat. It's not dog meat. That's disgusting. Robes of blah blah blah. Amulet of Stendar. Shield didn't do you much good down here, did it? Who's this? Vampire fledgling. Lockpick. Always in the market for lockpicks, even though I think I've got something like 400 of them. I'm just paranoid that I'll stop picking them up and then all of a sudden one day I'll run out and I'll feel like a real idiot. So, I see wall sarcophagus things. And stairs. I'm kind of expecting a lot of really sneaky, nasty traps, but we'll see. We'll see. Ultimate Magicka, sure. More Ultimate Magicka. Ultimate Stamina. I guess that's not such a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Pull this. Haha! We've solved our first puzzle already. What's this? Sanctified Steel Sword. We're just gonna leave it. It's another one of those... Looks neat until you realize you're never going to use it. And it's not worth carrying around to sell. Guess we don't want to go in the river. We want to scoot along this way. past the pile of dead vampires and down the hallway that we just opened up. Another crypt. Down, 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 down.